Yo, what's up? I'm Nico from What's Cooking YGO, and in today's video, I'm gonna show you guys my virtual world Sword Soul deck profile post the recent ban list. So yeah, let's jump straight into it. Okay, so starting off with the main deck and with the virtual package, I am playing three Lulu, three Gigi, three Lilies, two Laulaus, and one Yan Yan. So these ratios are, in my opinion, actually like the perfect ratios in this type of build. You don't really need the third Laulau in like pure virtual world. I would recommend playing the third Laulau and a second Yan Yan and even maybe a Tutu because you want the names. But yeah, here you don't really need the names that much. You still need them, but it's these are the perfect ratios in this deck. So then for like the city cards, um, playing 3 Kowloon, 3 Kinglong, 2 Church, and 1 Jiangwu. So I've considered playing 2 Kinglongs before, and I've tried it, but I didn't really like it. So yeah, playing 3 Kinglong is key in this deck as well. Because you know, at the end of the day, your virtual world package is still like the bread and butter of the deck, so you still want to optimize like these cards in your deck. The other cards are just like an engine you put inside of this deck. So this is still like your main deck. Then going for like the SWORDSOUL engine, we play 3 Emergence, which is actually really insane in this deck. Because if you already have a Synchro monster on board, you can actually search your GG or your Lily because you can search out any word monster with this card. So that's pretty insane. And then in cases where you wouldn't need those cards, you can go into like your Moye or your Taya or your Longyong. I don't play the Ecclesia. Because my deck is already packed completely full. But like yeah, there you could also play one Ecclesia. It's better going second. What you also can do is like take out the two Moyes, so you play one Moye, one Taya, one Longyong, and then three of the Ecclesias. But I mean, I like it like this. And on top of that, I don't have place for that. Like I can't even change one card in my deck right now. I'm also really loving my deck right now, so I'm not thinking about changing anything real soon. So then, for the consistency cards, I played 3 Italies and 2 Desires. I only played 2 Desires because, like I said, I don't have place. So before I took out the Kinglong to play the third Desires, but I didn't like it. I rather had the third Kinglong. I rather have the third Kinglong. And I also play like 8 hand traps as well. So I really like. I'm already at 42 cards right now, so I don't want to go to 43. Like 42 is my absolutely max I go in the deck. Right here I have to do it, but still, yeah. So I play only 2 Desires. And then my hand trap lineup actually is just pretty standard. It's 3 Imperm, 3 Ash, and 2 Veilers. You can play around with your hand traps in this deck as much as you want, but these are the ones that work best for me. So now, going into my extra deck, I play one Juju and one Shenshen. So the Juju, it doesn't really come up as much, as well as the Shenshen actually. I don't really go into Shenshen that much. But yeah, sometimes it does come up. Sometimes I need it in my combo when I need to get rid of like tuners or something like that. So it does come up sometimes. And Juju just the same. I've actually just had a battle against Kastiras where I was like in the late grind game and I did go into the Juju because I didn't really have anything else to go into because I was also like, yeah, so I just went into Juju and yeah, it was still a pretty decent option. So then my Sword Soul package is like Chi-Chao, Sinister Sovereign, Quicksand Longyong, and then also Supreme Sovereign Chengying. These cards are really good. Chengying is like best card of the deck right now. Now that Barone actually is gone. Well, not the best card of the deck, but one of the best cards of the deck in my opinion. Because like all of my like this is a problem I have with the deck currently is that all of my monsters they target or destroy, or they target and they send, or they target and they bounce, you know, but they all target. Chinging is your only card that doesn't really target. So yeah, Chinging is actually kind of one of the best cards, and it protects itself. It gets like a huge attack boost. It's just a really good card, and you have multiple ways to go into this. You don't only have your Long Long, you also have like your when you have Lao Lao or the Moye on board. Or I also play Malang, so with Malang and Gigi, you can also go into your Long Yong. So I mean, yeah, Long Yong is a very very strong card in this deck. Then some like random cards that's in my extra deck are like the Stardust and the Coral deck. Like these are your draw. Like these cards draw. They don't do nothing more. Also, they are in your combos, so you don't really like these are free draws actually most of the time. As well as sometimes when you need to get rid of tuners or when you need a tuner that's like a level 6, you can go either into Coral or either into Stardust. So yeah, that's basically it. Then I also have a Milan. Like I said, this is to go into the level 10s. Um, but he also has like a good effect. So I mean, it's a pretty strong card. Then I play one Boxia, one Vermilion Mech. So recently, our dearest Baron de Fleur got banned. So I actually switched out Baron for Vermilion Mech because I know this sees a lot of play into like the normal virtual world build. So yeah, I'm currently testing it out right now. If it doesn't really go well into this deck, like okay, that's it. Then I'll test some other card, but that's like my first option I had in mind to switch out with Baron. Then I'm also playing the Calamity Lock package. I'm playing that with Final Sigma. You also can play with the Super Heavy Samurai, but I like Final Sigma more because it's unaffected by cards and extra monster zone is just a very strong card. Um, yeah, this card is actually just insane in my opinion. Um, it won me games on its own, like in the late grind game, just go into Final Sigma or just keep your Final Sigma on board and they just don't have a way to deal with it. So yeah. And then the last two cards is because sometimes you end on the board with like two tuners or maybe like, yeah, so when you end on the board with like two tuners or no tuners at all, you have still the option to go into your Xyz plays. So these basically are here for when you can synchro summon or when like all your other synchro monsters are already used. One thing I want to note, uh, number 75, Gossip Shadow, I actually want to maybe change for Totem Bird because Totem Bird will allow my Crimson Dragon line to be a bit safer because right now Crimson Dragon just dies against Imperm or Forbidden Droplet or like the other cards, like the runic cards. They also have like a quick play that can negate. So yeah, right now I'm thinking about playing the Totem Bird. It's a bit harder to make because you need two level 3 wind monsters, so that means that you can also only make it with Lily and no, with Lulu and Yan Yan, or maybe with Lao Lao when you go for Chuch on the Lao Lao to make it go down. But the problem is, most of the times, Chuch has already been used when you want to set up for like the rank 3 in order to protect your Calamity Lock. So yeah, I'm still figuring out how I want to do it. I've also been looking into FA Dawn Dragstar, but also that card is like even more situational because you would need your Moye still on board and a tuner. I mean, I guess it is possible, but I think the Totem Bird will be more easy to summon because you can just go Lao Lao, summon back the Lulu, and then Yan Yan summon itself, so then you have two level 3 wind monsters on board. Then going into my side deck, it's actually a very standard side deck. It's just 3 Nibiru, 3 Droll and Logbirds, 3 Ghost Bells, 3 Dark Rulers No More. These used to be anti-spells, but anti-spell got banned as well, so I'm testing out Dark Ruler right now. I know in the previous format Dark Ruler wasn't the best, but yeah, I'm just gonna see what happens right now in this format. I'm gonna test out my Dark Ruler because it's like I feel like board breakers are gonna become a little bit more viable again now that now that Link Rebo and stuff like that is banned. So we're gonna see. And then the last cards as back row heat is Twin Twisters. So yeah, guys, this was my deck profile. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I've actually got like a regionals coming up soon, and I'm going to locals right now on Sundays. So I'm gonna keep you guys informed how the deck goes. I'm gonna test out right now, like playing online a little bit, testing the deck even more, and I'll keep you guys informed on how my results are. So guys, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel for more Yu-Gi-Oh content.